Hey there, welcome back. In this clip, we are going to take a look at some more features regarding formulas. Specifically, we will be exploring the different types of operators that are available to you. Let's go ahead and create a secondary sheet here. We're going to go ahead and rename name this sheet 2. We're going to build off of this concept. So in this clip, when we did this one, we were working on the syntax. So let's go ahead and rename this. Just say syntax. Whoops, left off the X. Remember, the syntax are the rules and the parts that you need to follow in order to, in this case, create a properly structured expression or equation that the spreadsheet can calculate. Let's go ahead and explore now the different operators that you have at your disposal. So we're going to go ahead and go to sheet 2, and we're going to go ahead and call this simple formulas, because this is what this will fall under. Okay, let's first start out by clicking on B2, and we're going to go ahead and type in operators. And remember, looking at the syntax, the operator is a symbol in the middle. The values on the left and right are usually operands there. So we're concerned with the operators. We already know that the addition, the addition operator is the plus sign. Remember, if you try to do a plus sign and press enter, you're going to get this message. Read it. It's telling you, hey, did you just mean to do a symbol, or what's going on? Because if you just want the symbol, put an apostrophe at the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and backspace and put an apostrophe and then the plus sign. So that is for addition. All right. Now the minus is for subtraction. So we're going to get the same kind of we're going to get the same use out of it, where we put the operands to the left and the right. However, we need to know all the symbols because they're not all what you probably expect. So for subtraction, it's the minus sign. The minus sign on the keyboard is to the left, 2 keys to the left of the backspace. So where you find the backspace, next to it is the plus sign and the equal sign. Next to that is the underscore and a minus. So you want to click on and create a minus sign. So that's for subtraction. That one, you notice you did not have to put the apostrophe before. Okay. The next one that we will put in is the division. So that's a /. Same thing. No need for the apostrophe there. Division. And then we have multiplication. You'll notice that is a different symbol than what you are used to, right? Whoops, let me go back here. So the /. Don't put the backslash. Okay, so not this one, but this one. It is at the bottom of toward the bottom right of your keyboard. There is a shift key. To the left of the shift key, you'll see a question mark. It's that key right there with the question mark. Okay, so it's that. And now multiplication is the asterisk. You're going to have to hold down the shift key and press the number 8 on the keyboard. That will get you the asterisk symbol. Okay, and so that is for multiplication. And we also have the exponent, the symbol for exponent. So we're going to do this upward pointing caret here. You're going to hold down the shift key and press the number 6 on the keyboard. All right. Okay. So those are the operators. We're going to go ahead and run through some quick examples so that you can use them. First, let's just go ahead and shrink this column a little bit to give us more room. Same thing with C, A, we can make pretty slim over there. And now we've got a little bit of a playground here to test out each of these, right? What we're going to do is we're going to write the expression here that we want, and then we'll actually write the code for it. I'm sorry, the formula for it in column F. So we're going to say expression that we want to solve. and here is where we will actually type the formula. It's where we will test it out. So we already did one of these. We're going to go ahead and do a slightly different one. So this will be our 3 plus 6. For subtraction, and I'm going to want you to take note of this, we're going to do 9 minus 12. And division, just go along. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Don't try to realign or change the alignment of this, okay? We're going to come over to the next one. We're going to do 7. Actually, let's do 1 divided by 5. And multiplication, we're going to do 9 times 7. And for the exponent, we'll do 3 squared. Okay, so now a couple of things just to point out. You notice that these line up to the left, the addition, multiplication, and exponent. However, subtraction and division behave a little bit differently. That is because the spreadsheet believes you are providing it with a date. Okay, so if you look over here, you see that it's formatting it as a date. Remember, the word format has to do with how something looks or appears. So in this case, it's trying to guess that maybe you want a date. So let me try to help you and treat it as a date, but that's not what we want. And then over here, same thing. It thinks you are trying to communicate January 5th, 2019. We're going to go ahead and select those, choose format, choose number, and we're going to choose plain text. We just want to treat it like just regular text. So we're going to choose plain text, and now we're going to go ahead and align that in the center. Okay, so this is just for us so that we know what we're aiming for. So now let's go ahead and practice and actually type in the syntax, right? So we're going to follow this syntax to create and structure the formula correctly for each of these operators. We're practicing using the operators here. So we're going to put equal sign, 3 plus 6, we should get a 9. Sure enough, we get a 9. 9 minus 12, so we're going to equals 9 minus 12, press enter, and we get our negative 3, which is correct, right? Now we're going to do division, so equals 1 divided by 5. We're going to press enter, and we get 2/10. We're going to go ahead and equal 9 times 7. We get our 63, and then equals 3 power 2, and we get our 9. Let's go ahead and just center these for presentation. Okay, and now that we have these, I want to just wrap up with one piece here. We know that the spreadsheet is correctly calculating this, right? If we wanted to quickly look at the formulas behind here, there are 3 ways to get to that. One, let's say I want to peek and look at the formula that made this 9. So it's kind of like I want to have X-ray vision. I can either double click, which gives me access to the formula and I can change it or update it. Let me press enter. Or if I don't double click and I only single click on it, I can look up here in the formula bar and see the formula. And the third option is to press and hold down control. So I'm on the bottom left of your keyboard. Bottom left, you should see CTRL. So control, like when you do control copy. So control, hold down control. And then you're going to look on your keyboard at the top left. It's to the left of the number 1. So find the number 1. There's a little kind of like tilde and an accent mark there. It looks like that or like that. Okay, so you're going to hold down control. Well, first you're going to click on some empty cell here. So I'm clicking here just randomly. It could be here. It could be anywhere as long as there's nothing in there, just to make it easy. I'm holding down control right now as I'm talking to you. And I'm going to, with my other finger that's free, I'm just going to tap that little key next to the left of the 1 once. And you see when I do that, I can see the formula. Now, if I repeat that again, I hold down control and I just tap that same little accent mark or little tick or apostrophe to the left of the 1, it switches it back to the answer view. So it's kind of like it gives me some super special powers where I can have formula X-ray vision. Hey, I see the formula. I click it again. Oh, I got the answer. Hey, I can see the formula. Hey, I got the answer. That gives you the quick ability to find any bugs or errors, go through and make changes. So let's say right here I wanted to update this, I can just quickly go in there, make the change, and then when I switch back to my data view, right? So if I went in there and I went to 14, now I switch data view, it updates that to -5 correctly. Let me put that back. Okay, that wraps it up for this clip. Hopefully you got an understanding here of the different operators that are possible with spreadsheets.